Hey guys, this is Weather Expert here, bringing you guys a video on the possibility of a weekend threat, possibly even later this week, a possibility of very active weather, possibility of a tornado threat as we head into like later in the week, probably during the weekend. Weekend seems like the best chance, so I'm going to show you why that could possibly. Now, as we look at weather.com.eu, you can see this is the surface temperatures. You can see that, here's a legend down here. As we head forward, you can see the temperatures are starting to steadily increase. And this looks like a very active day right here. 129 hours away on Saturday. Weekend looks very active. Just look at this. 80 degrees, 85 looks very active. And then as soon I want to look at 150 hours. Oh, there goes the guy. It looks like a very active day, and I want to tell you why, guys. It's because look at the ISO bars. You can tell they're in a direction that's pointing sheer up towards us, and as we look at the dew points for this area, 150 hours, you can see steadily over time, 150. This is a key time frame. Look at this. As soon as I load it up here, you can see 70 to 75 degree dew points, and that's juice. That's juice for the storms. And as we look at the CAPE value, the convective available potential energy, as we look at the CAPE for that hour, it looks pretty darn, it doesn't look like the most impressive that you've ever seen, but it shows about 2,400, 2,500. That's still pretty good to put some pretty good size hill. Look at the supercell composite. That's the possibility of supercells to launch off, and you can see by 150 hours. This looks like a big threat too. I'll talk about this in a later part, but I just want to talk about this threat. We'll talk about that in a separate video, but around here, I'm talking about this area the most because this could be a very active day for us. Because I live in Illinois, and Chicago, you might be under the gun this time. And as we look at the vorticity, this is an amount of change in directions of the wind in the atmosphere. Now you guys can see that the low pressure system is starting to come through, and as soon as we get to 150 hours, bam, you can see the ISO bars are just starting to get in the shear formation. That you can tell that there's a ton of vorticity. Most likely, I think Northwest Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri are under the gun. Probably Chicago and Central Illinois, you might be fine. And then as soon as we get to here, it looks very, very active. I mean, like, I'll come out with a map soon, but right now it looks pretty darn impressive. And look at the convective precipitation. You can see how convective this. You can tell that this is no joke. This could be a potential pretty big weather system finally for the Great Lakes region. And you guys can see about 150 hours. You can see those things pop up, move east, and they strengthen. And this is 150 hours out. They aren't picking up pretty impressive stuff as of now, but they will soon. But it's going to be pretty darn active as we head into the weekend. I think weekend will be the biggest threat. Later in the week won't be a huge threat, but I want to see the ECMWF. I want to see its interpretation. 150, 500 wind speeds. No, there really isn't a lot of stuff on here, but I just don't want to. Actually, this is the wind speeds, 250 millibars. Actually, 500. You guys can see as we head into 120 hours. Here it is, right here. Look at the bulk of that shear. That wind speed is really, really, really strong, and I mean down to like 75 in wind speeds, which is pretty darn strong, and that could mean a pretty good severe weather outbreak. And then as we head over there, it starts weakening. But I think Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, you're under the gun. Maybe even Oklahoma, but I think that the greatest potential is over by Iowa, Missouri, Illinois. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed this update. I'll be coming with more soon. But yeah, guys, peace out.